We're at WSC Survival School, middle of Canada's camping season, and we're about to meet a guy who's not only studied how to survive in dangerous weather for decades, he's lived to tell the tale. If you're caught in bad weather out there camping this summer, you're going to want to hear what he's got to say.
Listen up before we get started.
Today, he's teaching a group of kids skills to stay alive.
And almost everything is based on the rule of threes. Okay. So you can survive for 3 weeks without food. You might survive 3 days without water. No oxygen, it could be 3 minutes. And if your body temperature is compromised, that could be less than 3 hours. So that's why we teach that in order to survive, if you're caught out in a wilderness, lost, stranded, bad storm, you should stay put, build a shelter, build a fire, get water. Okay. If you do that, you're going to survive a long time.
He's learned some of those lessons the hard way.
Lightning is my worst. I was up in the French River on a hiking trip, and I was standing about 10 feet from a tall tree, sort of like me in a teepee, and lightning bolt hit the tree, split it in half. There was a fireball, and I was tossed 20 feet by a shockwave.
Wow.
I was for sure thinking I'm dead. Unfortunately, we ignored what's called the 30-30 rule. So if this between the sound of the thunder and the flash of the lightning, less than 30 seconds, you should take cover. And then you should wait at least 30 minutes until the storm has passed, which I didn't.
Deadly weather, it can happen so quickly, campers can be caught unaware in a flash. So how do you prepare? Well, you make a checklist, pack the most critical equipment first.
Probably a tarp or a space blanket or something to hunker down in case the weather turns violent. You're not caught out running out in a field trying to get out. You know, most of the time if you just wait out a storm, you'll survive. It won't be pleasant.
And once you're out there, look at the clouds and know that the worst storms often show signs they're about to hit.
And then if you see colors like green, orange, red, yellow, that's really, really bad. That's tornadic. Okay. One thing to look out for too is wind direction. If wind is coming from several directions at once, you're about to be hit by lightning or in a severe tornadic storm. Okay.
Holy shit!
Start to feel that, and you're going to need a shelter fast.
So all I did was use a couple of sticks, a couple fork sticks and a ridge pole, put it together, and then they threw a tarp over it. Because right away, that's waterproof, windproof.
Now that you've got shelter covered, hopefully you packed a backup fire starter.
So if I don't have a lighter or waterproof matches, I could use this magnesium ferro rod to start a fire. And then I need tinder, kindling, and fuel. I'm going to take some fine birch bark, peel it. Yeah, I saw it almost like just about. There you go. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Warmth, shelter, and one last thing you're going to need if you're waiting it out, water.
Anything in a lake, a creek, a river, a stream, there's no guarantee that it's drinkable. So you're going to have stuff to purify water, like a tin can. If you boil water for 3 or 4 minutes rolling boiling, that will kill off any live organism. Aqua tabs, which is easy to use, 1 tablet per liter, and wait 20 minutes, it's ready. I also have a life straw. You can see the floaties in there, right? There's things swimming.
Oh, yeah.
I can see them. This is not good water, right? And then, when I bring the water through the carbon, now it's drinkable.
But maybe most importantly, never leave home without studying the weather for at least the next few days.
Don't be afraid to cancel a trip if you see that there's some dangerous potential weather. Like if they're calling for potential tornadoes this Saturday, for example, I'm not going to lead a group of kids hiking.
Everybody gets it. You're in a rush to pack the car, get out the door, and get to that little piece of paradise that you've been waiting for. But here's the thing. Experts like David say they've looked at thousands of statistics. Nobody who found themselves in a critical situation ever left the door thinking that they would. And making a checklist of all those items that he mentioned may end up being the difference between life and death. Omar, Dabaghi-Pacheco, CBC News, Marble Lake.